I'm a sophomore at the University of Oklahoma. I have one younger brother. I'll be majoring in human resource management. I grew up in a little town called Amber Pocasset in Oklahoma. I'm sure most of you have never heard of Amber, but it is north of Chickasha and south of Tuttle, which is home of Jason White. If you don't know where those are then, you're probably from Texas. My parents own 70 acres. We raise cattle, more specifically Brahmins. Brahmins are also known as camel cows, for those of you who don't know. They're the ones that the Indians worship, and they have floppy ears and dewlaps, which is excess skin on the neck. I have shown cattle ever since I was 5 years old. We have traveled to different fairs in several states to compete. It is kind of like a rock tour. You get to meet so many people and make so many friends. When you show cattle, you don't just go to shows. You grow a bond with the breeders, most like a family. In the 4th grade, as a 4-H project, I started showing prospects and market steers, along with my Brahmins. I'm also own several head of cattle, so you can throw me in the rancher category. I have also been active in sports. I played basketball for 10 years. The first school that I attended was centered around basketball. When we were in the 3rd grade, our PE class consisted of ball handling and fundamentals. I have been in love with basketball ever since my first game. I remember it like it was yesterday. I dressed in my YMCA uniform, and I had my mom do my hair, and I had to make sure that my look was just right. So before I left, I applied the final touch, glitter. I just looked good enough while playing. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I'm kind of a girly girl. So to me, nothing says that I'm here to play ball more than glitter. Once I stepped on the court, I did my own thing, which is my second favorite part of basketball, and that is watching it. I stood at the half-court line watching the game with my hands in my pockets. Let's say I didn't play much that game, but I can tell you that I don't play like that anymore, or with glitter. My freshman year, I was privileged to be one of the 2 to be bumped up to the varsity team. People always say that if you love it, you eat, breathe, and sleep it. I can say that I did. I would spend hours in the gym just working on my game. Then it came to my junior year, and I had to decide between my love of my basketball and my team, or to further my education. I was raised that the education is the foundation of your future it is built on, but also was hard. It was hard. I was ranked first in my class. If I moved, I would have to drop my ranking. The reason for transferring was to go to a school that had more options for me to build my education. I chose to transfer to a larger school called Tuttle High School. It was the greatest decision of my life. I loved it there. Granted, it was hard to sit out 1 year in my sports. I say sports because I also ran track. My first year running, I ran the 800 and the 1600, or the mile. My senior year, I ran the 1600 and the 3200 run. Yes, I was one of the crazy ones that ran 8 laps at the meets. I still continue running competitively in 5Ks, and hopefully one day move up to marathons. Or even, I would even love to run the triathlon one day. When it comes time for me to decide where to go after my high school, I made the choice not to play sports, but to go back to my foundation of education. The only place for me was the Crimson and Cream at the University of Oklahoma. For the first year, I found that I didn't have to totally give up sports. I started playing intramural basketball and playing on a women's basketball league. The most rewarding sports that I've been involved in are the Special Olympics. I have always been confident in my decisions, like transferring schools, and I know that I made the right decision choosing again and choosing OU, Boomer Sooner. Yay!